Hello, welcome to my channel. If you've been watching the past few videos with me, you'll know that I have been working on this little hummingbird for a while. And it's been pure joy. I'm adding in little feathers in the front where I don't know if you went through the acrylic ones with me, but this is where I put in some of the feathers on her front side. My cat's trying to get over here, so I'm just gonna move him back. Okay, so I'm putting little feathers on the front side. He's my little buddy. He likes to come over and be wherever I'm at. It's just the kind of cat he is. Okay. There we go. I'm just putting in the little feathers that are on her underside. Probably going to need some feet there because she's kind of just sitting on there with her body, but she's not really sitting with it. And I could have a branch. I think I'm going to have a branch coming up and out so that she's on the branch. Yeah, that might be good to have that branch come right in front, or have a branch come off of this guy on the front. So I can work on that foreground plant, but I need to make sure I've got the background exactly the way I want it. And right now I'm seeing there's some issues with it. Just right here and here, I'm going to blend those with green. And yes, I'll go back into the background briefly, not for too long. It's just a visit. Just get a little bit in there, and I don't want the canvas showing. That's the main thing. Some people like the canvas showing, but I don't want the canvas showing through. Plus, it's good to have varying colors, you know, not have it all be the same in the background. Otherwise, it won't look like a background. It's going to look like the colors all the same. We want to have it in varying values. Got that? Okay, just putting in the ground a little here and there, and not too much. A little bit over here. Just some, not the ground, but the color of the bird. A little bit more gray there. Because it's kind of shadow underneath here. Other parts of the ground, I'm going to go for the ones that have no paint on the part. That'll be good to get a little bit of green in there. I'm using Hooker's Green. And I take that back, it's actually sap green and burnt umber, ultramarine, and white to make it gray. It is sap green because I couldn't find a Hooker's Green in oil paint. I'm gonna have to search for that. I like it in acrylic paint, but I'll have to search for it in oil paint. Just filling in anywhere that sort of looks like it didn't get enough paint. I'm adding yellow to the brush. This is cad yellow. A little bit of cad yellow didn't hurt anybody. We're going to put that in there. I'm just touching up corners of the grass. I'm not putting it in any particular place. I'm touching up where I can see the canvas showing through, and anywhere that looks too much of the same color, I'm just putting in a little bit of the yellow green. And then yes, I think I'm going to work on that branch underneath her, and I'm going to work on the back part of her right here. She's got a little bit between her and the background. That wouldn't, I mean, there would be air, but there wouldn't be a noticeable line. So I'm just going over this with a green, a little bit of yellow. Add in there, this is cad yellow. As long as it looks like the background, we're fine. And this stops at her wing. I'm gonna go right up to the wing with that. And I'm sort of back painting anywhere that I need to touch up her. I will. I'm noticing it needs a lot on the sides. I'll have to do that at a later date because, you know, it's hard for you to see when I'm doing that unless I tip this sideways. Okay, just going around her tail here. I will do the outside edges later. Okay, and this Gamblin paint dries pretty quick. Some of it is made to dry quick, fast matte, and some of it is not. And then I probably have shared in previous videos, but I clean my brushes with walnut oil, Daniel Smith walnut oil, instead of paint thinner, and it gets it all off of there. And then I use the brush soap that I use, the Masters brush soap, a big tub to clean it off. Okay, so I think that might be pretty much ready. I'm seeing some green coming down the back here. Actually, I got a little black on my brush, that's okay. I'm gonna go into the white, get some green and go, and just paint it. Get some green and go. There we go. Okay. Just using green with a little bit of cad yellow and making the feathers coming over her wing here. And her wing is actually comes up onto, stops at her shoulder kind of here, and yeah, that's about it right there. Putting in feathers that I see sort of lined up there where her wing stops. And these are green. I'm going to go into painting that branch. So I need to change to a brush that's round. That was a big round, but round and small. And I need to put in there, or put on it, brown. And I've got burnt umber here. And I will use that. And this really small brush, I don't need a big brush because I can make it bigger if I need to, but I'm going to put in that branch, and it's so much easier with oil than it was with acrylic. It just glides right on there, and it can get as big or as small as I want it to be. I've added a little bit of medium, which is it's a lavender kind of medium that I have, so I'm going to just gonna, I can put that in the notes if you want to use a medium. It's supposed to be non-toxic, but I hope so. Smells like lavender. Okay. Coming down to with it. All right. The other branch here. Only this one might come up in front of her. She might be landing. No, I don't want to stab her. So I'll make the other ones come up in front of her. And then I will paint the branch down at the bottom here when I'm not doing a video. I'm really glad that you came and checked out my channel. And if you're a regular subscriber, I'm so glad you subscribed to my channel. Thank you. And please share it with your friends and family, especially anybody that's been interested in starting painting of any type. You know, the techniques I use on here, you could use them with acrylic or oil, except for the medium. I mean, we wouldn't be using the medium with acrylic. Well, you could be. There's mediums, but I don't usually use medium with acrylic. Okay, so I'm going to bring this branch up and see how far I can do it without making it look like it's impaling her. So if we can just make it look like it's part of the tree here and she's on it. I don't really want to go over the bird. Okay. And that's actually nice branch. I'm just going to put that finishing touch right there. It is the branch that kept growing. Yours doesn't have to grow, it's just if you want to. I might put leaves on it too. Maybe it's got a low limb. Yes, we're just putting a little limb in here. Okay, I'm gonna call her quits. I think it's done. The only thing that's bugging me is this branch looks too pretty. It looks too pretty, it looks well painted. I'm just going to make that, I'm gonna solve that, I think by putting in a little bit more abrupt and natural looking brush. Yeah, I'll make it more natural. There's probably gonna need some leaves on it, and I'm gonna need some feet, little clawed feet coming over. We'll do that next time. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I thank you for that, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Okay, have an awesome day today. Enjoy.